Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is May 23rd, 2024 and UEFA have sanctioned Xavi Hernandez and Barcelona. Also it's reported that Deco has met with Fernando Navarro, and finally Ederson was offered to Barcelona through his agent Andre Cury. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the Kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for Kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now let's begin with the news, because today there was a bombshell news that Barcelona had reached a verbal agreement with Hansi Flick so he can become Barcelona's next manager. I did do a live stream in the earlier hours of the morning when this news first hit. So if you want to know all the details of this agreement and how it came about, make sure to check out that video. Now, speaking of Barcelona managers, let's talk about Xavi Hernandez, because UEFA have sanctioned Xavi and also Barcelona. Now, this sanction came about because of that red card that Xavi Hernandez received during that PSG match, during the second leg of the PSG match in that quarterfinals of the Champions League, where Frankie de Jong received a foul in the middle of the field, and Xavi Hernandez completely lost it. He kicked some stuff. I think it was like a banner, that UEFA banner that he kicked, and he also called the referee an SOB, and as a result, he was shown a red card, and as a result, UEFA have now sanctioned the Barcelona coach, and he will be suspended for 2 matches in European competitions, and he will have to serve them whether he remains Barcelona's coach or whether he becomes a coach of a different team. If he is to play in another European competition or participate in another European competition as a coach, he will have to serve a 2-match suspension. Now, Xavi was not the only one to receive a ban. Also, Sergi Roberto received a 2-match ban. I guess that Barcelona captain also had some complaints about I don't know if it was the foul or Ronald Araujo's red card, so he too received a 2-match ban. And of course, Ronald Araujo himself has received a 1-match ban because of the red card that he received in that match. And finally, Barcelona have received a 60,000 euro fine, which was divided into 26,000 for inappropriate misconduct of or inappropriate conduct of the team, another 26.5 thousand euros because the Barcelona fans were throwing objects into the field, and finally a 5,000 euro fine because there was an invasion of the pitch, so approximately 60,000 euro that Barcelona will have to pay UEFA for what happened in that match against PSG. Now, more news, because it's reported that Deco has met with Fernando Navarro. Now, if you don't know who Fernando Navarro is, he was a former Barcelona player. He also played in Sevilla from 2008 to 2015. He was a Sevilla captain. And then once he retired, once he hung up his boots, he joined Sevilla in the sporting director arena. He became the right-hand man of Monchi. If you don't know who Monchi is, Monchi was the sporting director of Sevilla, and alongside Fernando Navarro, both Monchi and Fernando Navarro were in charge of rebuilding the Sevilla team. Of course, Fernando Navarro has become known for his savviness in transfer markets, for his savviness to build teams. And now that he has left Sevilla, after Monchi left Sevilla as well, it seems that he was recommended to Deco, and as such, Deco has met with Fernando Navarro to see what his situation is, what his future plans are. And it seems that Barcelona could try to sign Fernando Navarro to the sporting director arena, maybe as Deco's right-hand man, maybe in a different position. We don't know yet. All we know is that Deco met with Navarro, who also happens to be a very close friend of Xavi Hernandez. And in fact, Xavi Hernandez had recommended that Barcelona sign Fernando Navarro. We'll see if this will happen or not. If it does, it will be a huge addition for Barcelona, because again, Navarro is known for his savviness in the summer transfer market, his savviness to recognize young and up-and-coming talent, and his savviness to be able to make pretty good signings. Now, speaking of good young talent. Let's talk about Pau Cubarsí, because the Barcelona defender organized a barbecue at his home where he invited all the players, including the injured players as well. He also invited the entire staff, including Xavi Hernandez, in order to kind of like an end of a season meeting, but also to celebrate his most recent renewal where he extended his contract with the club until 2027. And from the given reports from the people who attended this barbecue, said that it was a pretty happy affair. Everybody was happy, joking around, eating, having a good time. There was no goodbyes being observed during this barbecue. Like no one was, trying to say goodbye to Xavi or even to the players that they were leaving, which was pretty interesting, because usually the end of the season luncheons is for that, to celebrate the season, but also to say goodbye to people who are leaving. But no goodbyes were seen exchanged with Xavi, because of course Xavi Hernandez does not yet know his future, because he has yet to meet with Laporta and the board to find out whether he's staying or whether he's going to be sacked. Now we will end today's video by talking about Ederson, who was reportedly offered to Barcelona by his agent Andre Cury. Now Ederson is a 24-year-old midfielder who currently plays for Atalanta. In fact, he just became the champion of the Europa League with Atalanta last night. He is kind of a versatile midfielder. He can play as a center midfielder, but he can also play in a deeper role as a defensive midfielder or even as an attacking midfielder as well. He is someone who had an incredible season with Atalanta, including an incredible final against Bayer Leverkusen last night. And it's been now revealed that the 24-year-old midfielder was offered to Barcelona last summer by his agent Andre Cury. However, Barcelona were unable to sign him because Atalanta were asking for a lot of money, which is a shame, because he is showing to be, a very promising midfielder. And now that he has won the final, I'm sure his price is only going to get higher and higher. So definitely a player that Barcelona will end up missing out on, given the financial situation. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. Again, I made a video about the Hansi Flick agreement. Make sure to check it out. And of course, drop a comment down below, because I'm always curious to read your opinions about all the news that I share with you. The UEFA sanction, Fernando Navarro, the Cubarsí luncheon, and whether you would have liked to see Ederson at Barcelona or not. Anyways, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, Visca Barça.